it is a very good day, and I'm just going to start my weekly analysis basically. And as usual, I'm going to start with gold trade. Right now, this is what I see based on a H1. I'm not going to the higher time frame, but let's go and see what the daily is doing. But then to my understanding, that I believe that gold has been cruising up like crazy, right? So this is what we see based on the daily time frame. The market has been on an uptrend like crazy. So I don't have anything to see at the at the daily. So let's just go to the H4 real quick and understand what price is doing. Right now, if you look at gold, basically you'll understand that she has been creating a good trend. Higher high right there, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So now, to my anticipation, that I'm seeing that this might be a higher low, right? Gold trying to give us a higher low. Now if you take it from maybe this level all the way to this, we have a trend right there, correct? Now that is one. At the same time, we can have this right there, correct? Now let's go to the H1 and see what price is up to. Good. Now I'll need to adjust my trend lines, have it probably around that level, and of course adjust this to something like this. And let me see what the market done before right there. So this is what we have. Good. Now I say it doesn't mean that if price breaks a trend line, it doesn't mean that we're changing direction yet. We just need to understand the break, how the market broke, right? We need to understand the break. We need to understand the approach, right? So what did gold do? Basically, I think this was on Thursday. She started creating something like a double top, and of course we had an impulse phase, and now this is what gold is doing, right? So right now, all we need to do is understand or interpret this type of movement, right? If we see gold telling us otherwise, then we react. Right now, let's see what price has been doing at the 15 minutes right there. Good. So let's concentrate on that. Good. Now all we need to see, of course, previously we had this level right here as our previous swing low, right? So let me just adjust this, maybe have it right there. So this was our previous swing low basically. Now what is gold trying to do? Good. Now generally this might be a bearish continuation, who knows? So if this is a bearish continuation, let's just have it right there, probably something like this. Good. Now my anticipation will be that we might continue dropping, maybe to go back to retest this trend line. Probably the market might not drop all the way down, right? But all we need to do is just follow along. This might not be even a bearish trend. Let me just remove these. Let's remove these, right? It might not be a bearish trend. Why? The market might be trying to create a new trend, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and now probably coming back to give us a higher low before the market goes up, right? So all we need to do is just understand, continue understanding and follow along. If this is a bearish trend, for instance, just like we said, let's just have it something like that, just as before. If this is a bearish trend, just as anticipated, then gold is going to give us a confirmation that she wants to drop, and that is the confirmation that we should be looking for. Without that confirmation, guys, we are not taking any gold sales, probably maybe around that level, right? Because why? Right now gold is too bullish. But let me tell you something. If you go to the weekly time frame, there's something that I did see. Let's just have it probably. Okay, just a minute. There's something that I saw. Where are you? Okay. So what if we start our trend? Remember, like I say, gold is too bullish. Let's have it probably something like that. And maybe let's just see, anything goes. That will make sense. Anything goes, amigos. as long as it makes sense. No, let's just avoid that. But this right here, so probably you see we've already touched this resistance right there. Good. So that is one anticipation, right? We're currently at a resistance, but then I'd not say that we should be selling. I'm always just following along, follow along what price is telling me, right? If price is telling me to sell, I'll be selling. If price tells me to buy, I buy, right? Let me just start afresh, probably something like that, and I'll try to clone this join and see based on the monthly time frame. You see, on the monthly time frame, you see we are still bullish. So yes, I think this one makes sense. So on the monthly time frame, we are still bullish, and our anticipation is yes, we're still going to go all the way up. I think this one makes sense. Basically, if we start from the monthly time frame, yeah, we're still bullish, and our anticipation is to go and touch that trend line. So it makes sense. So let's go back to our 15. Have it right there. So you see, even if we take a sell, that's like going against the trend, right? So let's just in fact, that sell might be just a pullback. We will be selling a pullback. Let's just remove that right there. So for a good swing, in fact, for a good swing, I think I should wait for gold to give me a very good confirmation, very good buys confirmation, right? At the same time, now for those who trade ICT, SMC, I believe you have this right here, correct? Because like I said before, like we might be thinking that this is a bearish trend or bearish continuation to take gold down, but in essence, gold might just come back right here and shoots all the way up, right? So let's just have this, maybe something like this. So that is my anticipation right now. It's just all about understanding how gold is going to approach those key level, and of course we have this level right here. So I need to see the approach. Let me just have this adjusted. I need to see the approach, right? I need to see the approach around this level right here. If gold gives me another bullish confirmation right here, then I think this should be a very good zone to look for buys. But then if it continues dropping, it's still a good thing, because why? We might anticipate. Let's just do this for instance, and try to clone. Right now I'm just looking for all possibilities, right there, something like that, right? So once gold breaks out of this level, then I think that's a very good confirmation. This should be a very good zone to look for amazing swing position, because I think this is a very good best price, somewhere around this level. This is a very good best price. I call it best price right there. Very good best price, because we should be anticipating a swing low right there. Because now remember, this is 1 2 3, the third touch, right? So those are the possibilities. Is either gold gives us entry. Let me just remove this. Is either gold gives us an entry right here. This is not valid. This trend line right here is not valid until gold breaks out of this low, right? So I think I should remove it, right? So for amazing buys, maybe that level right there. Those who trade ICT as SMC, I believe you know what I'm talking about. You might be waiting for your liquidity grab, whichever fair value gap to be filled, before maybe looking for amazing buys on gold. So let me just do something right here. Another trend, blah blah blah. Okay, good. Now it makes sense, because why? If gold really wanted to push up, it could have not approached this trend line the way it did right here. It approached it in a continuation form, right? All I needed to see was just an impulse, just an impulse phase, a push, and then a pullback. Then maybe look for buy. But this is just another continuation. So right now, our best place to look for buys probably might be this level right here for me. But then remember, I'll be monitoring and I'll be following along to see what gold is doing. Why? Sometimes it might not reach here. We still have this level right here, right? right there. We still have that level. So it's just me following along and interpret more. Whatever gold does, I follow along, correct? So yeah, the next one, I think, let me just talk about maybe USD, maybe, yeah, USD JPY. Let's look at USD JPY. Where are you? USD JPY or even GBP JPY, whichever. If you watched my last video, we talked about price trying to go back to fill gap that it left previously, right? And I think she's now doing that. You see, we still have all these to be filled. That's my anticipation, remember that. All right, so let me just remove that. So right now, what is USD JPY doing? Of course, if we have this as a trend, let's just bring in that. Now, if you have this as a trend, you might understand that all this drop is just a pullback, right? So if you are taking your sell position, just understand that you are trading a pullback. Because why? I still anticipate buying pressure or bulls are around that level, and that is where we as bulls, or that is where I'm waiting for amazing buys, right? So that is just only if price gives me anticipation, or my anticipation right there, if it gives me a confirmation that she wants to drop, right? So now let's just talk about those who are selling short-term sales. We had this level right here. Good. I'll go back to the 15 and understand that approach right there, and flip my screen something like this, right? Just to get that picture clearly. Flip the screen right here. So we had remember the screens flip, but then let's say just say higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now price has gone back to give us a higher low, which is a lower high. Remember, I've flipped my screen right there. I hope you guys can see that. Right now, think we had a trend right here, something like this, which is amazing. And of course, I'm seeing we've had a good impulse phase right there. So I think I'll remove that. So that means let's remove this. That means that we have most stop loss are around this level, which is amazing though. So now all we need to do is wait for a pullback on this USD JPY pullback, then see where I should be looking for sale. Another one level should be here, another level should be here. So my anticipation is to see a pullback maybe right here or right there, you know, for amazing sell right there. I think that makes sense. Yes, I think that one makes sense. So simple, and I don't need to continue analyzing this pair anymore. Wait for my pullback, look for entry at that level. Let me see at the H1, right? Either this level or this level right there, because I believe that is where most sell position are, right? And then I think let me see, GBP, maybe GBP JPY. Okay, GBP JPY, GBP JPY, where are you? Should be some of the same, right there. Good. Now last week I was anticipating also a sell on GBP JPY, I think because of this level right there. Now my anticipation was to look for a pullback, then sell, but then the market just dropped. So let me flip this screen. Sorry, the market just dropped and never gave me my anticipation. So that means, I think, let me just remove this. That means we had a level here, mark this, and now price might try to go back, you know, all the way up, all the way down. Remember, the screen is flipped. So anticipation is this should be a very good place to look for sales, and maybe right there. But then still remember, right now she has created a new level right here, so it might not come back all the way down. It might just come, pull back a little bit, then now drop. Remember, the screen is flipped. That's what I'm talking about, drop. This is it, right? So at the same time, remember that probably this is just against the trend, and like I said before, guys, that that will be just trading a pullback. Why? At the end of the day, we are basically in an uptrend, right? So these are just pullbacks, trading pullbacks, and this is dangerous because trading pullback is crazy. You never know where price will reverse next, right? Better trade your trend lines, or go with the trends instead of going against the trend. For my advice, I usually wait for price to hit this, then look for my entry. Because why? If you look, we should be following the trend, guys. Remember, Finex still got you. This video is still sponsored by Finex, one of the best platform right now in the industry. So if you are looking for trading capital as little as 30, I think $32, you can purchase a 5k account, start trading, get your payout. We still have instant starting from 2000 right now on a discount, around 59 USD, right? Instant. You don't need to go through any challenge phase. Just all you need to do, purchase the instant, start trading, start to pay out. No need to go for instant. Finex link should be in the description box below, right? So yeah, as we speak, I've seen a trend right there, which is still okay. So yeah, let me just have this, go to 1 hour and see. Yeah, I think that one is making sense. It is a trend. But then, just like I say, it's not advisable to go against the trend, because why? This might just hit this level, boom, we touch the sky, right? Yeah, so check out my Telegram link in the description box below, and adios amigos.